What's up, Raven? Hey, what happened to the Steelers user? What's up, man?
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000.
We on live right now. We on live right now.
Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Today, the first of 3 on this wild card Sunday. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Oaks, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Come on. Hey. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. They send Firemouth, the tight end, in motion. Ready. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swamped. Up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down, looming. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. And that one had too much behind it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, report! No. Hey. Shut up!
From the gun, Jackson. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
Hey, hey.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Here we go, here we go. Crack all 80.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short game.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Oh, you are. You change it.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. 59 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a...
He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Travel start on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 41 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Now, faking the give, forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up. Past the 40. Still going. And he's going to bring this one the distance. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 19-8, go!
Right back to the air following that pick six. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Red! Cougar 19! Buffalo 18!
Back to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Third down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running back,
that's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson going up top and looking for Andrews.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
There on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Once again, it's Gentry.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Hey, middle!
On third down, Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. touchdown, Ravens.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read, touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Sergeant, 19 Sergeant.
Bowers, the man in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack. He knew exactly what play was coming. You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact.
Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So in those one-on-one situations, Mike, so often the quarterbacks love attacking those guys in single coverage. The problem is, if you're not perfect with your ball placement and your timing, and that defensive back gets his hands on the ball, there's no one around to make the tackle, and he's off to the races.
One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Let's go now.
Dell, the motion
Let's
man.
go, ladies.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And this will be incomplete. At Freiermuth, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take this one in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score. Ravens 28, Steelers 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up here first and 10. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flower. From the 20, here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll go right back to Flower. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
That is called in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Steelers 14.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him, prevents the big play.
Throw left side, finds down. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Austin brought in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go.
Now it's Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are going to extend their lead.
42. Steelers 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd and real long. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here's a handoff to Gentry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. It is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Keep it on the ground with Gentry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Steelers 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready, right?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go
1st
now.
and 10 at the 31-yard
Cowboy
line.
80.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a huge mistake. Late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 88 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
21.
One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. At the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That is brought in. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 52 yards.
180. Hey, middle. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready? 60 by 60. Ready?
He'll turn and hand this one off. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A throw behind his neck, can't reel it back in. And now go down as an incompletion.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Inside the 40. Brock Bowers. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
He's here. Out, sit on. Return it first. Hey,
A first down throw for Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be ripped out of bounds after a gain of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And he's into the end zone yet again. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Steelers 27.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10. Back to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Ready?
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
15 yards to go.
Here we go. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He turned it. Yo. 180!
Here's Jackson going up top and looking for Andrews. And he will score again. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. A quick throw taken in out wide by Dell. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. And now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, he gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens stretch things out even further.
77. Steelers 27.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Steady.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Rolling to the left. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. It really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Back to the air once more on second base.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and
1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alpha, sit on.
They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Genty. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped.
And he'll get into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Baltimore. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying, it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Next to score, Ravens 84, Steelers 27.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and
he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
this is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with the ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Second down, Jackson. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Raven first down.
At the 16-yard line.
13. Shut up!
Now, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw is Jackson. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
The Ravens will
Jackson up top again. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
90. Steelers 27.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
19, here we go. 19.
first down, and they'll run. Showing off the elusiveness there. Able to dance his way forward. It's a gain of about 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
180. 13. Hey.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's got another one. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. On his loop to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Hurt.
Now a give up the middle, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Interesting. You don't see a lot of jet sweeps on 3rd down. It seems to be more of like a 1st and 2nd down call because it kind of goes with more of the under center run game and play action game. So they go to it on 3rd down. Really nice job there by the defense. Non-traditional play call. Good discipline. They're able to bring up 4th down.
This one incomplete. The defense.
I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option, really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this